Today, the Committee on House Administration will consider critical legislation to require voter ID in federal elections, prevent members of Congress from using insider information to profit from prediction markets, and addresses 21st century challenges facing the legislative branch. The first bill for consideration is H.R. 9368, the Voter ID Act. American elections must be free, fair, and secure. Voter ID provides a common sense solution to restoring confidence in our elections. And it's a pretty simple concept. You must show a photo ID to vote. The bill ensures that the cost of an ID is not a barrier to vote. States can have HAVA dollars to provide free IDs to those who need them. And the bill allows provisional voting if someone forgets their ID when they go to the polls. These policies are common sense, and in fact, 23 states already require a valid photo ID to vote. The Voter ID Act establishes a clear standard for federal elections to strengthen voter confidence and restore trust. And I urge my colleagues to support this important piece of legislation. The second bill for consideration is H.R. 9367, the Stop Lawmakers from Predicting Act. No member of Congress should use public office for personal financial gain. Earlier this year, the committee passed the nonpartisan Stop Insider Trading Act to prevent lawmakers from profiting off of insider information. Stop Lawmakers from Predicting Act is the next step in restoring the public's trust. The bill prohibits members of Congress from utilizing prediction markets to wager on public policy, government action, and political outcomes. It also applies to members' spouses and dependent children. Violations will be fined $2,000 and 10% of the transaction, whichever is greater, and any gains realized. Members who leave office before paying the fine can be referred to the United States Department of Justice for enforcement if that is deemed necessary. Lawmakers are elected to serve the American people, not to enrich themselves by wagering on outcomes on the decisions they make. We have a real opportunity to restore trust in Congress by taking necessary steps to eliminate even the appearance of impropriety. I strongly encourage my colleagues to support the Stop Lawmakers from Predicting Act. We'll also be considering 3 bills to address challenges facing the legislative branch. First, we'll consider H.R. 9342, the GPO Modernization Act, sponsored by our colleague, Representative Stephanie Bice. The bill will update current laws so the Government Publishing Office can better serve Congress and the public in the digital age. We'll then move on and consider H.R. 9360, the Advisory Committee on Records of Congress Sunset Act, offered by our colleague, Representative Mary Miller of Illinois. The bill eliminates an outdated advisory committee and replaces it with a simpler process for reviewing congressional records. Last, we'll consider H.R. 3334, the USCP Empowerment Act of 2025, offered by Representative Eli Crane of Arizona. This bill gives the United States Capitol Police the authority they need to respond to unauthorized drones that threaten Capitol security. I thank my colleagues for being here, and I look forward to our discussion today.